Hey guys, so someone asked me to put this video up, and it's to take you through the passport. Now, to help you engage, connect, and track active lifestyles. That's what it's all about, and we want to do as many cool things on here as possible. So I'm gonna go straight into it. Here it is right here. This is your passport panel. So this is the first one. You've got your passport card. It shows you, your identity, the things you're most into, your status, and you can share that with anybody by simply pushing the blue link, and then you can share it on any of the options you see there. The next two parts are we're going to have partner scans, so you actually be able to check in and scan, as you can see here, into a partner, so you can check in or potentially even at an event. And then the big part here on the panel is the log activity. So the real cool thing is you've got your, on the top here, type it in, you can talk it and it'll fill in automatically. So you can be like, I went for a 5K run, it took 28 minutes, it was down at Kite Beach, my intensity level was in a zone 2. Okay, didn't quite understand me there, so I can just take this, say Kite Beach, let's say Dubai, and I'll leave it at that. Just leave that for now, and then I'm gonna push fill it in, all right? And then what we'll do is actually gonna fill in the details. Bang, there you go. Now if you have your max heart rate, you can actually just continue on the fill. So as you can see here, there's no steps or max heart rate, or there's no zones. So what I could do is I could use the scan to screen, or I could just simply tap it again. My max heart rate was 156. I did 5,500 steps. Zone 1 was 5 minutes, zone 2 was 4 minutes, zone 3 was 3 minutes, like that. And again, just fill it in. And what you'll see is it fills it in down there. So there you go. So that's just a quick way to fill in your activities. You can add a photo, as you can see here. I'm just going to add one of me smiling, I suppose. And then once you've done that, your photo gets added. The first one is your cover. I'm going to push save activity, and then voila. Now there's two things on here on your activity, so you can share them straight away. The first one being is that you can just use this as a sticker, so you can download that sticker onto your phone, save as an image, and they get saved. Or you can actually use the photo that you uploaded onto the activity. You could use that one as well before you share it onto social media. So hit share, again you can go to Instagram, you can pick story, post or reel, and then you can post it up on there. So yeah, that's really quick, that's really easy. And I'm going to take you through the rest of the passport panel. Your journey is what you've done as far as your active lifestyle. So that's what we're focusing on here. Tells you how many places, how many days, how many hours, and you can adjust it based on 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, this year, or a lifetime. So lots of information there. Coach. So the coach is always going to be there every 5 minutes at least. It updates, it gives you some advice. You can actually have a chat with the coach, talk about your lifestyle, what you're looking to do, how active you want to be, which is pretty cool. You can just, from here, log your activity if you haven't done your log activity yet. Or you can organize a meetup, it takes you straight there. So lots of things, heaps of things, oh my gosh. You can connect your devices, so I've got my Whoop connected here. And then 31-day streak, that's actually because of when you sign up to the passport, if you can stay consistent, post an activity every day for the first 14 days, we're gonna give you $20. Okay, now if you do it for the first 30 days, we're going to give you $50 towards your earnings wallet here on the FFP Passport, which again, pretty sick, pretty cool. The last couple of things on the passport panel is we're going to have a world map, so it shows you your activity, where you've been active, and then we've also got your own activities, so you can see the different things that you've been doing. You can see my running showed up here. I'm actually going to delete that one because that's not a real one. Cool. But then you can see all your other activities. You can quickly tap into them and kind of review what happened with your activities as well. So there you go. So that's just the Passport side of things. It's about you and your journey, your active lifestyle. It's on the Passport panel. The next side of this is the community side. So it's all about the people in your environment, the people that you support, the people you want to follow, they're inspired by or motivated by. So now, because I've connected with everyone on the platform so far, it doesn't show up for me, but here you'll be able to scroll through new people, new matches that come onto the platform, okay? You can also search for someone that you know is on the Passport. You just come up here and you'll type in their name. But here is the activity. It's like your social interaction where you can see people and what they're doing. So Laura did some Olympic lifting, 45 minutes, burnt 300 cal, and a couple of people have given her a high five. Hannah went out for a bit of a walk, 45 minutes at 6:30 p.m. Again, nice view. And you can go through all those other ones. Now you can, your connections, you can see what they've been up to lately. So there's Hannah, there's Laura, there's Mike, Sanjay, and so forth. So that's what your community panel is all about, is staying up to date, accountable to yourself, and helping your friends stay accountable as well by leading the active lifestyle. The third one here is your meetups. So this is where you can discover things that you enjoy. So people are looking for someone to go play paddle, someone to do a training session, say play pickleball, touch rugby training, and you'll simply be able to click on there, the details will come up, and you can either join or not one of the meetups. And this is about encouraging real world meetups. This is what the platform's all about, connecting you with people that do the things that you love at the level you love to do them, whether it be just starting out, recreational, or in a skilled level. That's all there for you as well, okay? So lots going on, and then you'll be able to filter them here as well by the country, the city, the category, the gender, the time, and the level of which they are at currently. So that's those ones. That's the meetups. Are very, very cool. You'll have the ones you're going to and the ones you're hosting here as well. Quests. So this is one of the coolest gamifications we've added to the Passport, and it's basically tasks. So right now we're doing a July activity quest, and that one is simply, you just have to use the platform. Post your activity, post your food, go to a meetup, organize a meetup, go through your connections, give yourself a high five, share your activity with others. It's inspiring, healthy, active living. And the more you do it, as you can see here, the more points you get for everything that you do. You'll be able to filter this one as well. Again, country, cities, gender, and you'll be able to check on the points. Where did your points come from? You can see I got a big one there, which is from the referral side of things. So now this is just the July quest. There is other quests. There's going to be a global ambassador quest as we look for more ambassadors globally. And you can see Mike's there leading that one, 46 points. He's on the way, and I'm in second place. Hey! In fact, Mike's overseas at the moment in Italy, so he's really putting in the global passport here with FFP. The last one here is your fitness stats. So that one there is your streak. So your activity, again, you can update it. You can also find out, like, this is July or June, calories, the distance, the time, the number of activities you've done. You'll be able to check that out. You'll be able to find a breakdown, again, of what you did this week, this month, 3 months. So again, it just allows you to really understand your active lifestyle. Currently on my 31-day streak. This one has got my bio age, so I can register my sleep, my weight, VO2, body fat, visceral fat, resting heart rate. Everything can be registered here, and easily you can catch up with and find out where you're at or see your progression. Records is about like your lifting records, running records, things like that, and you'll be able to compare them to other people on the platform as well that list their records. Very simple, very cool. Deadlift, squat, 5K, and of course we've got results and milestones. So results are just any kind of activity you do. You can plug them into here, so you can always have a record of it. And then milestones is, as you meet more people, as you achieve more PRs or PBs, as you do more events, this will track the amount of, like, for example, the amount of meetups that you do and organize, or it's going to number of quests, connections, running races that you do can all be found here in your milestones. So you can see there's a lot here in the Passport. There's 2 more things really, or 3 more things if you go in here, up in the top right, your avatar, let's go to your profile, so you can always update things there, your added activities. All right, you got your AI coach, and this is where you can get your workouts. Ask it for a workout, it'll give you a workout, and then it'll take you through that workout, right? That's all done here, so you can do recent ones, you can try these ones that are templated here on the platform. That's your coach. And if you just want a timer, well, of course, we're going to chuck in a timer. So you can do the whole 3, 2, 1 countdown if you want, or you can just go straight into it. There, that's your countdown. Oh, sorry, your stopwatch. This is your countdown. You got your intervals, and of course, every minute on the minute as well. Man, there's a lot. So it's packed, right? It's packed. Okay, so nearly there. The Calorie Tracker is to help you stay on top of all the food that goes into the body. It's not just about the activity you do, it's about what goes in. And you can add this in many different ways. You can talk if you want to. You can scan the food lists. You can create meals, so it's fast entry. You can scan a barcode as well, so that's again available for you. You can just have a quick ad, so just write the name, calories, protein, carbs, and fats. That just goes right in there. And then you can copy a day as well. But everything here, you can also add a photo down the bottom there as well if you wanted to. That's on here, and it's your day. What we've got here is your days, and you've got your weeks. It's going to show you how much you've eaten or how much you've been having over the last few days. You can see my one's there. So it tracks that, so it gives you overall how many calories you might have for the weekend saved up, or over the last 30 days. You can see that metric there as well. You can see a bit of a meal thing there. Or if you need a bit of extra help, we've got a meal planner for you as well. So on here, it might be high protein, it might be low carbs. All right, it gives you all the details to help you give you more guidance to whatever the goal is you want to achieve. And then one of the last things on here is your earnings. So by being part of FFP, if you refer, if you're active, if you are bringing people onto the platform, this is where you'll be able to find a couple of things. One is how much money you've earned. So we want to turn this into a platform where you, promoting active lifestyles, can actually earn a living from doing this, all right? And you can do this by simply referring your codes. And the amount of kickback you get depends on how often you use the platform. So your progression is here. So for example, refer members, it tells you you've completed 5 so far, 3 more to reach ambassador status. So you want to do that within a 30-day period in order to keep your status alive. Here for connections made, I've already made over 8 connections, 10 connections actually. So I've got my ambassador status there. Hosted meetups, I've done 1 so far. I completed so far 4, sorry. And so I've got my status there. And you've got different things here. Providers, like by seeing providers, ticking off quest tasks, events, I've attended events. What have I got? Loading activities. It's quite an easy one really. And then sharing on social media. So 8 so far, need to do another 14 to stay on track there. So that's your progression. And there's all the information down there, what a member level, a supporter level, or an ambassador level is. All the breakdown shows you where your earnings come from, all through there. So that's everything on that one. And then your last one here, there's the settings on there. So you can connect your Whoop, your Garmin's, your Google Calendar, and we'll add more in there. Or when your personal trainer is a part of this as well, then simply you'll be able to see them here, and you can share or stop sharing your data with your personal trainer from your passport as they take you through your fitness. So, man, it's quite a bit of a long video than I expected, but yeah, that's everything in the passport so far. So have a play around with it, explore. Start simple, just jump on the passport, add your activity, and you'll get more and more comfortable with what's in here. It's comprehensive to help you live an active lifestyle. And we hope you enjoy staying fit. We hope you enjoy finding fit people with us, and we hope you enjoy as the community grows together.